ahead, tomorrow, Shanquella Robinson's family will rally in Washington, D.C., pushing for someone to face charges in connection to her death. The Charlotte woman died in Mexico at the end of October while on a trip with friends. Mexican authorities brought charges against one of her friends, and last month the U.S. attorney said there was not enough evidence of wrongdoing to really issue criminal charges. But Robinson's family still feels someone on that trip is responsible for their daughter's death. Our Brandon Hamilton is in Washington, D.C. tonight with the very latest. Brandon.
Molly, tomorrow's rally is meaningful for Shanquella's family, not only to keep the pressure on the U.S. government, but it also marks 200 days since her death. Along Pennsylvania Avenue in Washington, D.C., the family of Shanquella Robinson, their attorney, and supporters will stand Friday morning.
Shanquella Robinson!
It's the same place they rallied in March.
Shanquella Robinson!
The message this time around is the same.
No justice, no peace. Arrest the Cabo Six.
They're, quote, demanding the Biden administration prioritize extradition in Shanquella's case.
Get some charges. You know, they're walking around living life. I can't really say that they're living life, if they're living life, but they're living life and carefree.
Mario Black, the founder of the Million Youth March of Charlotte and Salisbury, traveled to Washington, D.C. Thursday. Black, along with family attorney Sue Ann Robinson, Ben Crump, and national activist Tamika Mallory will speak Friday morning.
Provide some justice for this family, this grieving family, you know, and the message is do something, extradite them to Mexico. Have it the jurisdiction where something can be done here in the United States. Don't let it be a cold case.
While U.S. authorities say they don't have sufficient evidence to bring federal charges, Mexican authorities continue to say this person in a viral video is responsible for Robinson's death. They've issued an arrest warrant under Mexican law, calling her death a, quote, femicide. An autopsy report conducted in Mecklenburg County found no broken spine, a key part which contradicted an autopsy done by Mexican authorities. Last month, Sue Ann Robinson said they will continue to fight for justice.
We're going to continue to demand that there's a high level of diplomatic intervention in this case, that if the U.S. authorities are now again telling us, oh, well, it's back on Mexico because Mexican authorities have to do something. We don't have a problem with that. We know that we have to carve our own path to justice, and we've been doing that from the very beginning.
Tomorrow's rally is set to start at 10 in the morning. Again, the family calling on top government officials to allow an extradition to happen. You can catch up on all of our coverage right now at WBTV.com. Reporting in Washington, D.C., Brandon Hamilton, WBTV, on your side.
Brandon, thank you.